Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Blue Archive. In the last part, we started the Cyber New Year March events with the Veritas crew. They were forced to go on a camping trip by Chihiro. They're not too happy about it. Last time we wrapped up with engaging a bunch of bears that we woke up from hibernation, and now we got 4 more episodes left. So let's check what these are about. I still love this music though, it's so good. You were gone longer than I expected. How long did it take to find her? Waiting alone by the tent was boring. Why are you all breathing so heavily? Did you race back to camp? Well, we did race in a sense, but the details would seem pretty weird. We ran into Samara in the forest. She's on a special training trip. This is all you need to hear. Sorry, I just got a rough idea of what's happened in the song as soon as I heard Samari's name. I'm not sure what you're thinking, but we weren't chased by Samari. We were simply discussing our camping trip with her and a new member of the Athletics Training Club when a giant bear appeared out of nowhere. A bear? Is that okay if it attacks a campsite? Don't worry, it's gone now. The Athletics Training Club baited it away and allowed us to escape. But we should stay on the hiking trail from now on. We might run into other beasts. Anyway, it looked like the Athletics Training Club intended to keep training despite all that. Well, I think they shouted something about relocating to a different training ground while they ran away, at least. I heard one of them say that they can't waste a single second if they are going to fulfill their potential before the next season. Perhaps Ray is more passionate about baseball than I thought. Maybe we can look forward to the Millennium Baseball Club's performance next year. That's a bit different from what I saw. What'd you see? I can't take it anymore! You said you would teach me how to hit more home runs, not train me to escape bears. This doesn't have anything to do with baseball. I quit! If you wish to quit the Athletics Training Club when we get back, I won't stand in your way. But when the special training begins, I can't let you go until it's complete. Ending our exercise without cooling down can cause muscle strain and blood pooling. What the fuck are you doing? Regardless of whether you join the Athletics Training Club or not, as a safety manager of the Millennium Fitness Center, I cannot allow you to use dangerous exercise techniques. You think you can stop me? I'll force my way past you if you think you can stand between me and home plate. That's the spirit, Ray. Coach Bear led our speed training until now. So I'll handle your strength training. This exercise won't stop even if you cry. I hate the Athletics Training Club. Man, poor girl. Anyway, what should we do now? It's only 4 p.m. What? It's that early even with everything that's happened? It feels like time feels still when I'm outside. Yeah, it only takes 2 or 3 rounds of video games for a day to pass in the club room. Man, ain't that the truth? Is this what they call the theory of special relativity? That's not the theory you'd use in this situation. Well, our next course of action is clear. It's time to start prepping for dinner. Already? It's only 3 hours since lunch. Vice President, don't tell me you've started eating more recently. I'm not rushing because I'm hungry. Cooking outdoors lacks the convenience of cooking in the kitchen. We need to start a fire, prepare ingredients, make sure we have enough way to keep our food waste away from animals. We better start now if we want to eat before the sun sets. In fact, I'm worried that we're starting too late as it is, with how clumsy you all are with cooking utensils. We just have to wash and cut the vegetables, right? That's easy. We just need to get serious. We also brought common vegetables like potatoes and onions. The entire party focusing on it, we'll beat this boss in no time. I'm glad you're enthusiastic, at least. Here, wash these vegetables, then peel and cut them to bite size. In the meantime, I'll start the fire on the other side of the camp. Leave it to us. This is gonna go terribly wrong. About an hour later. Blah! Are you alright, Maki? Is your hand okay? Yeah, I didn't get hurt, luckily. But what's with this carrot? I pressed really hard, but it didn't even budge. Just how solid is the core if a knife won't cut through? Camping knives generally aren't as sharp as kitchen knives. Different types of knives need different techniques. I'll cut the carrots if you want to peel. Here, watch me. Okay, I'll switch places with you, Sensei. How's it going over there, Kutama? Are you done peeling the potatoes? No, I just finished my third one. Cutting thin slices off of potatoes is harder than I thought. My wrist already feels sore and I can't put any power in my knife. On top of that, there's no warm water nearby. Washing vegetables in a cold stream is making my hands numb. Do you think I'll get frostbite if I keep dipping my fingers in this water? Chihiro was right. This is taking forever. Do we really have to do all this to make our own dinner? Have you finished preparing the vegetables? Not even close. Not yet. But with a bit more time and budget. Chihiro, you didn't bring any instant cup ramen or retort curry by any chance, did you? I brought some in case of emergency, but why? Let's eat that then. There's no internet at the campsite. We can't order any food. Everything's so inconvenient. Can't we take it easy with dinner at least? No. It's not healthy for you to eat so much instant food. Why would you want to eat more after coming all the way out here? We're camping here to break the rut of the club and the club is in and spend more time living healthfully. So, even if it's a pain, let's eat a proper meal today. I'll help prepare the remaining ingredients. Proper meal is well and good, but aren't we limited what we can make outdoors? Imagine a nice plate of curry rice or fried rice. Sure, you'll be singing a different tune once we're done cooking. I prepared something special before we left. We're celebrating this trip properly. Something special? Uh-oh. Chicken hot pot with the soul! This pot is rattling. My mouth is watering. Chihiro, were you cooking something while we were preparing the veggies? Just the broth. Broth always takes time to get ready. Let me see. Huh? There's only seaweed and dried mushrooms in there. Didn't we also bring chicken with us? Wait a little longer. If we start the meat too soon, it'll just dissolve. While the broth finishes simmering, let's cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces and thread it into these skewers. We'll make it shish kebabs. Then we'll sear it over charcoal until the exterior is crispy. Isn't that fire a bit too strong? It'll burn the meat at this rate. Hold your skewer like this. The goal is to lightly sear the skin. We'll melt We'll melt the fart from the skin and add it to the pot to give broth the rice, oily flavor. My God. Once that's ready, we boil the prepared vegetables and mushrooms for a while. There are a few things better than sharing a hot pot. Exactly, Sensei. I thought Mizutake would be perfect for our trip. Mizutake? It's a regional hot pot dish generally made with the chicken and different types of vegetables. I first tried it when I visited a communication carrier in the DU for a security consultation. It was more appetizing than I expected, so now I can cook it myself from time to time. A hot pot is much more suited for camping in cold weather than curry or stew, in my opinion. It looks like a plain dish made with simple vegetables. But it smells really good. I think if I found a 0-day exploit for my stomach. chicken appears to be ready. Shall we dig in? Oh, look at that! Look at the hot pot. Looks delish. Start with the broth and try it with some meat. Ah, so warm. Perhaps it's the chill in the air, but the broth feels especially rich. The taste of the broth pairs so well with the chicken. It's so good! You can tell she approves because she has stars in her eyes. The flavor warms my heart. I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. I was worried it would turn out well, but since this is my first time cooking a meal outdoors, it tastes even better than the food at the Academy's restaurants. They say hunger is the best seasoning. We've worked up a real appetite after spending all the day outdoors. Now let's try the mushrooms, carrots, and tofu. Ah, look at this! Kotama, did you cut this lumpy carrot? No, my carrot pieces aren't lumpy. I try to cut them into cute star shapes. The weird shape doesn't take away from the delicious flavor. I can really taste how the veggies soak in the chicken broth. I feel happiness spreading through my body. Everyone's having a good time. Are we done already? There's only broth in the pot now. I mean enough, but I feel like I'm missing something. Don't worry, we still have one last ingredient. There's something I've left to cook. Haven't we added all the meat and veggies now? When you're finished cooking the big ingredients, you have to conclude the meal with udon. Oh, you're making udon with the Mizutaki broth. Precisely. After all, today is the last day of the year. It would be a shame to let the evening pass without some toshikoshi sobo, don't you think? One of the deciding factors of choosing hot pot was how we could have New Year's udon at the end of the meal. Now that I think about it, I didn't have toshikoshi. Is it Toshikoshi or it's gotta be Toshikoshi. Soba last year. We were in no position to cook something like this last year, given the dire situation we found ourselves in. Well, how could we have cooked something to eat when we were fighting the Battle of a Lifetime on the Eastern Plains? My club never changes. Huh. The udon is ready. Let's eat it before it gets soggy. So good! I never expected to eat a delicacy like this in the wilderness. I found what I was missing. You got to end the hot pot with some udon. Please remember to wash your dishes right away once we're done with udon. If we leave food waste around the camp, it might attract wild animals looking for something to eat. I suppose there's no time to slack, even after a meal. I wish I could freeze this moment in time. Never! Then we'd spend an eternity at a campsite without an internet connection. She's still going on about that. The members of Varys and I bask in the afterglow of our hot pot udon. Later, as I doze into the campfire, Sensei? I see you're still up. Hey, Hare, still awake? Thought you went to bed. I thought I'd fall asleep immediately after putting the dishes away, but I can't seem to manage it. Maki was complaining about how she couldn't fall asleep without all her pillows, but she passed out as soon as she lay down. Maybe walking around all day wore her out. Is anyone else awake right now? Chihiro said we have to get up before dawn, but I think someone else is listening in right now. Ha! Oops. Katama, want to come out and chat with us? I didn't expect you'd catch me. Katama, how long were you hiding there? I've been awake for a while now. I hid here thinking I could pretend I was a recording device, picking up Sensei and Hare's private conversation. What were you expecting? It's a bit late for coffee. Want some cocoa? That sounds nice. Thank you very much. Something about heating it over a campfire on a cold night made this cocoa taste sweeter than usual. Soothing a weary body with sugar is a special joy. Yes, there are so many things going on today. Do you like camping with everyone? If I had to summarize my thoughts in one sentence, it's mid. It's unpleasant. Tell me how you really feel. Struggling to meet basic needs outdoors is pretty uncomfortable. It's freezing, the chairs have no cushions, and we have no internet or electronic equipment. I haven't had a single energy drink today either. Oh, but the hot pot we had for dinner was delicious. Yeah, you're right, but considering all the work that went into cooking and cleaning up, I'm not sure a delicious hot pot is worth all the trouble. Barris pursues truth, not good culinary experiences. I see your point. I suppose we all have different tastes. But camping isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Without the distractions of the club room, I can focus more on the present, which is something I don't usually do. There are no fireworks to ring in the new year and no cheering crowds lining the streets, but being engulfed by the near total silence of these mountains is letting me look back on the year with fresh eyes. It's almost time for a fresh start. There's something peaceful about ringing in the new year without a countdown or bells. Happy New Year, Sensei. Here's to another great year together. Happy New Year to you, too. We should head in, Sensei. I should get some sleep before I see the sunrise tomorrow. I hope you have a good night, Sensei. Sleep well, see you in the morning. I dozed by the campfire for the rest of the night, finally falling asleep as the last embers died. A night among the stars. The first sight. Maki, it's time to wake up. We're supposed to watch the first sunrise of the year together, remember? 10 more minutes. Sorry, but if we don't leave soon, we'll risk missing the sunrise. Come on, get up and get your equipment ready for the climb. The morning air is chilly, so don't forget to dress warmly. Yeah. Good morning, Maki. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Today really is the first day of a new year, isn't it? I usually stay up all night on New Year's Eve and go to bed after the sun rises, so it's kind of weird to wake up now. Though, now that I think about it, I stay up almost every night. You're awake too, Maki. Good morning, Sensei. Good morning, you two. Sleepy. Times like these call for a high caffeine energy drink. I enjoy having an energy drink myself right now. We don't have any energy drinks, but here's some strong coffee for you. Remember to bring a bar of chocolate or some trail mix with you, even if you aren't hungry right now. Energy is important for a morning hike. And if you feel unwell, tell me your sensei immediately, okay? Yes, ma'am. After a quick gear change, we began our hike to the summit. Stamina is depleted already. So tired. Hey, how far are we from the top? We're halfway up. Hang in there. The weather is a little concerning, though. If these clouds don't clear, we may not be able to see the sunrise, even from the peak. Why is that bush shaking? It can't possibly be that bear from yesterday, right? Oh boy. Oh, it's those two again. They're back. What are they still doing in the mountains? Oh, Veritas again. And Trainer. Samari, hi! Hello, Maki. I didn't expect to run into you again. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Samari. Did you sleep well last night? No, perhaps it's the exact excitement I've had on our first outdoor training trip in a long time, but I had a hard time falling asleep. That's why I decided to go on a hike to loosen up a bit. Yesterday's light exercise left me with plenty of energy to burn. That wasn't light at all! As if the bear wasn't bad enough, we sprinted up a dry creek bed instead of a regular trail multiple times. Just how athletic are you, Samari? The body is only as strong as the spirit allows it to be. If you keep training with me, I wouldn't be surprised if you set a record for consecutive home runs. Back-to-back home runs. The roar of the crowd carrying me across the home plate like a magnificent wave. Then it can't be helped. But I'm glad to see you're all up and hiking so early. Could it be that you made a New Year's resolution to make exercise a hobby too? Exercise ranks rather low on my hobby tier list. But the Vice President's idea was to watch the first sunrise of the year has been better than I expected. That's right, you want to watch the sunrise from the mountaintop. Sorry, but you may want to head back this time. Why? It's hard to see this early, but that cloud cover is pretty thick. It's unlikely that you'll be able to see much of the sunrise when it's overcast like this. I'd hate for you to ascend all the way to the peak only to have your hopes plummet off a cliff. But the forecast said it's supposed to be sunny. What should we do? What do you guys think? I know I pushed us to come out here, but there's no point in forcing our way to go to the top if the weather isn't cooperating. I want to continue. Yeah, I thought you'd want to head back. Huh? You actually want to keep going? Well, I'm outside for the first time in a while, after all. I might as well make the most of it. If we come this far, it would be a shame to turn back and defeat before reaching the summit. Grinding in real life is way worse than in a game, but you can't throw your save file away from before a boss fight. But we're still only halfway out of the top. Don't you hate hard work with no payoff? Well, yeah, it would be a shame to reach the top and miss the sunrise. But I can see plenty of sunrises from my monitors in the club room. The only experience we can't replicate is climbing a mountain together. Am I dreaming? At this rate, we'll reach the top and see New Year's sunrise coming up to the west. That's a great attitude. It's often overlooked, but the true value of training isn't in sculpting a great body. It's the discipline instilled by the exercises themselves. Similarly, the best part of climbing a mountain lies in what it teaches it about yourself, not the view from the summit. I'm inspired by your spirit, Veritas. The Athletics Training Club will accompany you on your journey to the top. Ray, it's time to sprint to the summit. Wait, you said we were going to train part way up the mountain today, not all the way to the top. Poor Ray. She's just getting pulled along. Hold on! Huh. Off they go. Well, let's work hard and repeat together, shall we? Sunrise is just around the corner. We made it. This is the summit of Mount Higashidake. Whoa, it's really windy. It feels even colder now that we're standing on an exposed peak. Have the clouds cleared out at all? It's hard to tell in the dark. Well, I'm not sure, but... the sky is starting to lighten. Is the sun really finally rising? It's the sunrise. Ah, it's beautiful. It's painting the sky with light of a million home run fireworks. I've seen recordings of sunrises, but it's completely different in person. It's much more vibrant and brilliant and so much warmer. That's a nice view. Having your hard work rewarded with a view like this is an inspiration like no other. Are you glad you came to see it in person? Yeah. It was all worth it. When you first suggested camping out to watch the sunrise, it seemed like a waste of time. But I understand now. I'm grateful that you think so. There are so many things in life that you can't really understand until you experience them yourself. That sound just now. Ray, are you perhaps hungry? That's, well, I can't help it. We've been doing cardio since the early hours in the morning. Of course I'm hungry. Why don't we go back to our camp and eat breakfast together? I packed some bread for a quick meal. There's plenty of jam and butter to go around too. Oh, I'll make my bread and canvas for a jam and butter masterpiece. Jam and butter? That doesn't even sound good to me. A slice of buttered bread is enough for me. I'd rather have another cup of coffee, or two. Add in a protein shake and we got ourselves a good breakfast. Breakfast? My god. Yeah, everyone can make a breakfast how they want when they get back to camp. Where's the battle scenario in all this? Alright, we're just going right into it, huh? Okay. What, are we flying back down the hill? What is happening here? Why do we have a fight sequence if there was like no indication of a fight sequence at all? All right. Oh boy. Huh? What's all that noise? The campsite filled with tents while we were climbing the mountain. Is camping the first fad of the new year? I wonder. Hello and welcome to the Chronos channel. I'm Kazumaki Maya, the host of the new investigative series Walking Through History. We're reporting live from the Higashi Alps to bring you the latest in the new discovery that's rocking the scientific community. Word of discovery blazes across social media like a wildfire. Even though it's New Year's Day, this campground is packed with people eager to find out more. There's no telling how our understanding of Kavotos itself will change with... Oh, hold on a moment. That face! Attention viewers, Kavotos' biggest celebrity ghost since it has been caught on camera on the site of the discovery. We're going live to this sensitive shell to bring you an official statement on these momentous events. Hello, Ghost Sensei. You live on the Chronos channel. You're live on the Chronos channel. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year, Mai. Can you imagine that I'd get a scoop like this on the very first day of the year? I mean, we're still looking to run into you today. More importantly, seeing that you're here now, Ghost Sensei, is Shell prepared to confirm the rumors swirling around the new discovery? Discovery? Shell has no comments at this time. Oh, playing dumb, Sensei. You must be here to investigate the ancient mural of some hiking student discovered on the walls of a natural cave here in the Higashi Alps. Not even Shell can deny the incredible attention it's garnered on social media. Oh no. Unusually for cave paintings, which experts say typically depict imaginary related to hunting and gathering, this mural appears to show an array of modern artifacts, like a giant tower and mechanical parts. Oh boy. Fucking Maki. On top of that, it's been reported that the crowning feature of the mural is a terrifying monster lurking at the top of the tower. The students who discovered the mural threw the DU into an uproar when they reached the holiday crowds and began to proclaim that they had discovered a prophecy of the apocalypse. Oh boy. So, since it can Shell protect our viewers from this imminent danger, what steps are you taking to ensure that Cabela's would survive? Maki. It's not my fault. Well, I'm the one who drew those paintings, sure, but I believe I asked you to clean up that mural before we left the cave yesterday. But I was so busy helping you look for the katana that I forgot. Besides, isn't it kind of cool that my art has such a tremendous impact? Show a little remorse! The panic was eventually quelled when Maki and I gave an exclusive interview to explain the origins of the mural, even if rumors of a cover-up lingered for months afterwards. Oh no. Huh. Lord almighty. Alright. Short-lived resolution. Oh boy. Going a week after New Year's Day. Hang in there, Harry. You almost have it. Just a bit more. You're about to set a new club record. I did it! Amazing, it was your first try, but you added a whole 10 kilograms from the previous record. I thought that had improved a fair amount, but I still have a long way to go to keep up with you, Hare. It's embarrassing when you put it like that. So I suppose I've been training on a rigorously lately. If it's an exercise that requires strength, I think I can manage without much difficulty. Good, then we are ready to start training stamina? Hello. Welcome. It's been a while, Vice President. I don't think we've seen you in the club room since the New Year's sunrise. Have you been busy? Yes, quite a few films have been booking... firms been booking security consultations for the start of the new year. My voice is a little hoarse from introducing myself and saying Happy New Year so often. And it's not like I've been yelling or anything. Hey, you're not pushing yourself too hard, right? There will always be more work, but once you lose your health, you can't get back. Why not take it easy next week? Right, rest is important. I'll try to take a break once things slow down. But for now, I'll just thank you for your concern. So, what have you been up to this last week? I heard your voices as I approached the club room. Are you putting together some kind of workout routine? After a whole year spent inside the club room, it's nice to see you creating an exercise itinerary. It makes me feel like the camping trip paid off. Oh boy. Well, actually, it's a workout plan, but I was playing a training campaign in Fitness Simulator. What? Oh, you might not know about Fitness Simulator. It was just released. Fitness Simulator is a game where you play as an inspiring athlete training their various physical abilities. It has a heartwarming story of fighting to overcome your problems, so it's a huge hit right now. However, there's a cap on the number of stats that can be developed in this first playthrough. So it takes a lot of time and repeated campaigns to max out the main character's stats. Then, the strength and stamina exercises you were talking about weren't related to real-world exercises. But to a video game character? I'll see you then. Just out of curiosity, when was the last time you went outside the club room? Yesterday? No, the day before? It's been a lot longer than that. We've been here since we got back from the camping. It takes at least 3 days to play through all the fitness simulators training modes, so it couldn't be helped. And your plans for next week? Boom Eternal comes out next week. It's a reboot of the classic action game series, Boom. As members of Veritas, we're on a quest for truth. We can't afford to miss out on reviewing the hottest new games in Kavotos. By the way, I heard that Frenzy Max is giving limited promo cans by raffle if you post and verify your Boom Eternal gameplay on social media. This could be a chance to set a new speedrunning record before most students have a chance to finish the game. How about it, Chihiro? The game comes out at midnight, so we'll play straight through to dawn. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your honesty. Oh boy. I see that I need to give you another strong lesson in healthy living. Huh. Please, just this once, have mercy. Never change. Back to their old ways. Cyber New Year March. Alright. That was a fun little event. I like that. That was fun. Alright. Oh. I need to find this track. I love this track. I said it before, Blue Archive has some of the best music I've heard. And it's a fucking mobile game of all things. Fucking love this thing. Alright. I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, I'm not quite sure what's gonna come next. Another events? More story? Probably not. I don't expect another story drop to happen for quite a while. So maybe another event will pop up. But yeah. We'll see. We'll find out what happens in the next part. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.